Hi, I'm Dr. Meg. I'm the owner of Mindful Movement Physical Therapy and Pilates. I am a doctor of physical therapy and I specialize in working with clients who have scoliosis using a method called Scolio Pilates. I am also a scolio myself, so I was diagnosed in adolescence, and it's been my passion to help other people have the knowledge that they need who have scoliosis live their life to their full potential. One of the most frequent questions that I get from clients or just people who are interested in learning more is, what is the proper sleep position for me? So if you get a good night's sleep, you're sleeping on average from 8 to 11 hours a night, and that adds up to 9,000 hours a year. So imagine what an impact you might be able to have on your scoliosis if you're able to passively help yourself during that time while you're sleeping. It would be pretty cool. So if you're not able to maintain this position for the duration of the night, as long as you're able to hold the position for even a few minutes, you're doing your body some good, better than not. So let's start off by talking about what the worst position is to sleep in for anyone who has scoliosis, and that is on your stomach. So if you imagine what happens when you lay on your stomach, you have to turn your head a full 45 degrees to the side in order to breathe throughout the night. So what that does, it puts this side of your neck on stretch and this side of the neck on a into a compressed position. Secondly, when you're laying on your stomach, it ends up pulling your lower back into an arched position. And a lot of times we already have a significant lordosis and scoliosis. So that means an arched position. And then throughout the duration of the night, gravity is pulling your spine further and further into that extended position, which creates compression and a lot of other issues later on. So let's talk about a few terms that we'll need to know when we're discussing what would be the proper sleep position for you. So we have what are called your convexity, and then you have your concavity. The convexity is the side that is rounded out. It's the side that protrudes backwards and is more noticeable on your spine with scoliosis. The concave side is the side that is sunken in and kind of falls forward. It looks like a hollow and it tends to feel like it's your weaker side. So let's begin by talking about somebody that has a very definitive primary curve. So for that individual, we're going to use the example if you have a primary curve in your right thoracic region. If that is you, you will want to be laying on your left side. So over the course of the night, that will allow your curve to fall closer and closer towards your mattress and bring you into more of a neutral alignment. Now, what you don't want to do is lay onto that primary convexity side, because what that does, it allows the curve to fall closer and closer and further into where it already likes to live. Now, if you must lay on that side, I suggest putting a little pillow or towel under your curve on that side so that it brings you into a more supported position. Now, I'm going to demonstrate that for you. Just a moment. So first I'm going to demonstrate the side that is not the best to be laying on, and that is my primary convexity. So this is the side for instance, you can see how it protrudes up towards the ceiling as I bend forward. That's my primary convexity. So make sure I'm low enough. Okay, so you're going to lay on your side and then put a pillow between your knees. And what you'll notice here is how my concave side is sunken in, and I'm laying on a harder surface than what would be a mattress. So it is giving me a little bit more support than a mattress would, but you can see how that causes me to fall into my curve here. So what I would do if I have to lay on that side, you know, it's just impossible for me to fall asleep laying on my left side, I would put a little towel or a wedge under these ribs. And let me demonstrate that. Okay, and you can see how that gives me a little bit of support there and through my primary convexity. Okay, so now I'm going to demonstrate laying on the other side, which is my primary concavity. This is the side that likes to rotate forward, so I can see that rib protrusion when I look down. These ribs are more rotated forward. So then when I lay on this side, notice what happens. Again, I have the pillow between my knees. And now you can see how my spine is in a better position here, okay? So I'm not sinking into a concavity on the top, and my convexity is able to fall closer and closer into neutral, filling up this hollow space here, okay? And now finally, it's okay to lay on your back as well. So let's say that I have a double major curve. So that means I have a balanced curve. I have an equal curve in my thoracic spine and an equal curve in my lumbar spine. The best position for you would be to lay on your back. So when you lay on your back, you want to make sure that you have a pillow under the knees, okay, to bring your lower back into a little bit of flexion. And then if you have wedges, you can prop yourself at both of your convexities. So for me, that would be, excuse me, my right thoracic, so right behind my rib cage, and then my left lumbar. Okay, and so then in that position, you are in the most balanced position that you could be throughout the night. And this is also an okay position for someone that has just a single major curve as well. Okay? So I hope that you found that helpful. If you have any questions about this information, please comment and ask below. And if you would like an assessment to see if Scolio Pilates would be a good fit for you, please click the link below and schedule a free discovery call with one of our specialists. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.